Oh, Queen, that was you made me laugh through the whole thing. I like that, but you were right. It seems like it. I'm a former employee slash creative person over there. I used to do creative work with them all the time. I was like basically freelance with them, so I freelanced building back in the past. But it seemed like they threw shit together. I really do. Now I like Zombie Geddon. That was okay because I like zombies and I like the cool pictures and all that. I'm a big zombie fan, a big George Romero fan, big everything else. So pretty nice. Legendary of Truth. I like how they did the special effects in there. You know, with the whole wall thing. That's awesome. But Hades, it pissed me off because all that hair in my face. Um, let's see. I didn't go through Orphanage or the um, Hollow's Pass because I didn't want to wait that long. The Black Death. It seems like they just threw those mazes together because Roddy left in the middle of everything. Mike Roddy left in the middle of the design work. It's funny as heck. He just got up and left at the end of last year's event, basically. Like a couple months, he just left on the last year's event. So they're like, "What the hell?" So I think Mike Aiello had to put everything together. But he's just a kid. Mike Aiello's just a kid, man. You gotta, you know. I thought I was the youngest kid doing that, but he's actually in his 30s. I'm in my 20s, but it's Mike Aiello now has the reins at the shows now, which it was his first year ever basically doing it by himself without Mike Roddy on his side. So you have to understand. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of the parking prices. What the hell, going up by $15? I'd rather have a dildo shoved up my ass instead of paying $15. But that's another story. I didn't see you there, Queen. I was trying to look for all the. I saw HHN guy. I saw him, and he's just like, eh. And then he just followed the guy on stilts. I'm like, hey, you want to hang out? And he just left. It was funny, but yeah, but it was terrible this year. You know, I got a frequent fear pass. I don't know how you got your money back. Because I know those people stick to their gumption. I know those freaking people stick to their like the guest service. Can you tell me how basically you got your money back? Me, I paid $50 something for the frequent fear pass. I'll probably go again. I just go to get the women. That's all I do. Get the drunk women. Like scope out for the drunk women and just you need any help to your car? It actually gives me good service deeds at the because I'm a Mormon and all, so it gets me good service deeds to welcome to their car. So brownie points for God. But no, seriously, I just like sitting around and just sitting around. It gives me something to do at night. Really, there's really nothing else to do, and if Brian Brushwood. It don't tell me. So he basically had his old show back, and they changed the name of it to Sucker You Back in the Park. That's all. Bill and Ted's. I was never a Bill and Ted's fan whatsoever. With all that stuff, I just don't approve of all that sexual orientation. I don't approve of that stuff. But no, I just don't like sitting there and watching Bill and Ted. I say they should take that budget and take that Brian Brushwood budget, take those two budgets combined, cancel all the shows, and then basically do street shows. Like what they used to do in the past, which they stopped doing after I left. Basically, they used to do those street shows that they killed people and did sacrifices. And the problem is, I don't see that anymore. Also, what I don't see anymore is those facial characters standing outside the freaking attraction. There's always one facial character outside the attraction, acting out there in the queue to get, it's awesome. But they don't do that anymore. It seems like they just don't fucking care about anything. They got screwed. HHN Queen. They got screwed on that roller coaster they built, that Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. They got screwed from that company. because they couldn't. That company builds that built that coaster builds for little amusement parks, not a big amusement park that runs the rides almost 24/7. So that was their first big build in a big theme park like that, and they failed. Okay, and they got screwed, Universal. But they don't want to say they got screwed, so they're saying we're going to do a routine maintenance check. It's kind of like they're wiping their ass on the wall, and they're saying, we're not wiping your ass on the wall, you are. No, I just saw you stick your hand in your bum and wipe the shit all over the freaking bathroom table. No, that's not true. And then they got Harry Potter, which I liked. You know, I love Harry Potter. That ride is great. But I'm worried about the regular maintenance on that thing, because, you know, they're going to say, oh no, that new thing now is broken. It's like that turntable in 2004 when they first opened the Mummy. That turntable kept on freaking breaking. And it came to the point of them saying, you know what? You need to fucking fix this. To the design company. I think it was the same design. Well, no, it was not. I think it was a different design company. I think the X coaster, that design company, I think, you know, I say you hire Sally out of Jacksonville. I know those guys personally because now I work for them off and on. But Sally, go up to Sally up in Jacksonville. They did the E.T. ride. You don't see the E.T. ride breaking down all the time. Probably when I was there, that thing broke down maybe 4 times every month. 4 times. Jaws back in 2004, I remember that personally because that was my fucking nightmare. That thing fucking broke down like 6 times every 3 hours. It's just ridiculous. That thing kept on breaking down. Guests were like, luckily I was in the creative department, so I didn't have to worry about that shit. But what I worried about, man, was, you know, the people, you know, saying, I want my money back, and then they had to, you know, that's how I think I not to lose my job, that's how they laid us all off due to that little layoff period, because people were asking for their money back, not a big theme park time, and they just laid us all off back in 2005, and then I went to Disney, and now I'm on some type of list not get hired back at Universal because I went to Disney and I got up to the ranks in Disney. And Universal refuses to even hire me back due to that reason. I worked with the Imagineers at Disney. So I know how the whole thing is, you know, that whole bullshit in the attractions business down there. I don't know if you said you knew someone. I probably worked with them, not sure. I was contract anyway, so basically they hired me to do something, and then I did it, and they went. So, you know, I was working for a private Install America, basically. It's a rigging company. Also, I did a lot of other things. But I also, I want to work for Seals, Stage Equipment and Lighting, out of Orlando. I know the guys who run there, but I don't think they're hiring anyone, so I don't want to really sell lighting instruments to big theme parks. You know how much money I'll get doing that, selling lighting instruments? I mean, I'd be making a pretty big cash. You know, each lighting instrument costs like $6,000 to $7,000 a piece. Those new DL3s, no, actually new DL4s make that, the digital lighting. So basically, I think they're $6,000 to $7,000, and you get like a 30% commission off that. So basically, $7,000, take away 30% commission. That's $2,100. That's basically $2,100 I'd be making. So that would be kick-ass, man. $2,100, and that's just for one. You do, you sell 40 of those things, and you get yourself $196,000. $196,000. I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, yeah. Then I get all the women in the world. Oh, those are dumb. That's why I moved here to St. Augustine. So basically, I do all the attractions down here, which now they have the attraction tax downtown. That's always fun. Our little city government decides to put an attraction tax on all the damn attractions down here.